Hi everyone, this is Lauren from Lauren's Veggie Kitchen. I wanted to talk to you today about Tasty Recipes. It's another fabulous plugin by WP Tasty, and it formats your recipes beautifully in these nice recipe cards at the bottom of your blog post. And it also includes the schema markup language so that your recipes have a better chance of ranking in search engines. So let's get started. I'm here on the Tasty Recipes dashboard, and you'll see there are a variety of templates that you can choose from for your recipe. There's the default template, so you can see what that looks like. And then there is the bold template with some other uh, different color accents and that round image at the top, circular image. And then they've got the snap template, which has that larger kind of hero image above the recipe card. And then there's the fresh template, and there's what that looks like. And then we've got the simple template, the modern compact template, and the elegant template. So I've just got mine on the first one on the default template. Okay, so I've got the default template selected on my blog, and I'm going to show you a few things. You can adjust the colors, you can adjust the button color. So that's for over here on print recipe or pin recipe. That changes the color of those buttons. The button text color, I'm going to leave that to white to make that pop against my brand color background. And then the detail label color, that's the color of like all of these elements right now. You can't see them because it's set to white, but like prep time, cook time, all these things over here, I'm going to change that to my brand color green. And then detail value color, I'm going to go with black. And then you can change the color for the recipe title. So if I wanted that to also be my brand color, I could do that. And then capitalization, you can choose default, uppercase, normal, or lowercase. I'm just going to go with normal. And then recipes, subtitles. Let's say I also want those to be in my brand color green, and that's for this element here, like where it says ingredients or instructions. You can set that. And then body copy, we'll set that to black. And the star color for the ratings. So let's see. Going to choose hopefully kind of an warm yellow color, and you can choose the star style, solid or outline. Um, I'll go with solid. And then here you've got the Nutrifox display. You can insert a label from Nutrifox if you have that. That is a tool that automatically calculates the nutrition of your recipes per serving. So you input the ingredients that you used and the number of servings into this tool, and it calculates the nutrition facts for you. If you prefer to input that information yourself because you don't have Nutrifox and you want to calculate it yourself, or you just prefer to enter the information yourself, you can insert as plain text. That's what I have it set on. Or you can click this Insert Nutrifox Label iframe option to kind of import the data from Nutrifox. And you can see here, you can try Nutrifox for free for 14 days if you want. And I've seen this on a lot of blogs. So like on Pinch of Yum and stuff like that, she has a nutrition facts label that looks a lot like this. That's probably done with Nutrifox, and that's even like her brand color there. So um, that looks very similar to the way that it is on her site. But I think I'm just going to click insert as plain text because I think that works better for me. I like to calculate it myself. So let's see, there is the social footer section down at the bottom where it says, did you make this recipe? And you can change the color of the heading. So I'm going to change that to the same color that I have for all the other headings on there. And then the description color, I'll change that to black. Um, Maybe it already was. And then let's see, what do I have here? Yeah, share a photo and tag us on Instagram at the Kitchissance. That's what my blog used to be called, the Kitchissance. Now it's Lauren's Veggie Kitchen. I'm going to put in my username, Lauren's Veggie Kitchen, and so now that is up to date with the correct information for tagging. So I'm going to save changes on that. Now over here on the settings tab, you'll see these options for quick links, and that is like at the very top of your recipe. You'll see the featured image up here and then the title and some more information, and then you'll see jump to recipe, print recipe, leave a review. And so those are options that you can set right here. You can enable all of them. I like to enable all of them, and so because it's really handy for readers who don't have the longest attention span, and maybe they didn't want to read your entire blog post that goes into detail about all the ingredients and how to make it or the health benefits of the ingredients or anything like that. They just want to jump right to the recipe or print the recipe out. Or maybe they tried your recipe and they want to leave a review. So these are really helpful things to have at the top of your blog post so that people can get right to the point. So I like to enable all those, but if you don't want to have those, you can disable them by unchecking them. And then the quick links style, you can present them as links or you can present them as buttons on your site. And then for the recipe card, the buttons that appear on your recipe card, you can choose you can set them off so that there's no buttons, or you can choose between these options: print, pin this recipe, media, grow.me, save. So if someone has a Grow account with Mediavine, they can save your post there. But I like to have print and pin this recipe because I think printing the recipe is a pretty, popular option for someone who wanted to have that recipe in their hands so they could take it with them to the grocery store and go shopping. And then also pin this recipe. I would say that's very useful because I am very active on Pinterest as a food blogger, and it's a great way to drive traffic to your food blog, and tons of people on Pinterest are looking for recipes. So I would say pin this recipe is a great option to have. Um, and unit conversion, that allows visitors to convert between US customary and metric measurements, so you can turn that on if you want. And also ingredient checkboxes, if you want to turn that on, visitors can check off recipe ingredients as they're looking at your recipe to keep track of which ones they have. You can also enable cook mode, which that lets visitors prevent their device from going to sleep while they are looking at your recipe. So I've got that on. I think that's pretty important because if you've got the recipe pulled up on your screen and you're trying to follow it, from a device while you are cooking, chopping and cooking the whole thing, you want your device to stay on the whole time and the screen should not go dark. So that's why I have it set there on cook mode. And then scaling, so that's like if visitors want to make twice the amount of servings or 3 times as much or whatever, they can choose options to see how much they would need to scale the recipe in different ways to suit their needs. Um, And let's see, copy to clipboard. I have that off, but I think I might go ahead and turn that on. That's really neat. That allows visitors to copy ingredients to their clipboard, and then they can save those to notepads or apps, to keep track of the ingredients and the recipes that they want to make. So I think I'm going to turn that on. And then the default author link, you can add that there, and then you can also add an Instacart button, and that's for people who belong to the Instacart Tastemakers affiliate program, and I'll link to more information about that in the description of this video. It's a really cool program. If you sign up for Instacart Tastemakers and you input your Instacart Tastemakers affiliate ID in this settings panel on tasty recipes, then that gives you access to add an Instacart button on your recipes so that people can click that and then purchase the ingredients that they need to make your recipes. So what happens when they click it is that it automatically populates with the ingredients that are needed for your recipe, and then they have the option of just clicking through to purchase all of those or refining it, to their personal taste or something through that. But what's cool is if they do click on that button to purchase the ingredients for your recipe through Instacart, then you will receive a small commission from their purchase. So that's pretty cool. And anyhow, so that's the settings, and you can save your changes at the bottom. Okay, now converters. Now we're on the converters tab. So this is like if you are you've already been a food blogger for a while and you've got one of these other recipe card plugins and you're switching over from that to WP Tasty's Tasty Recipes. They support a lot of different uh, plugins for transitioning from a lot of different plugins to Tasty Recipes. Cookbook, Mediavine Create, Easy Recipe, Meal Planner Pro, Simple Recipe Pro, WordPress.com, WP Recipe Maker, WP Ultimate Recipe, Yumly, Yum Print Recipe Card, Zip List, or Zip Recipes. So if you've got one of those plugins and you want to check out Tasty Recipes instead, then it should be pretty easy to convert your existing recipes from one of these formats to Tasty Recipes. And if you don't have one of these, you have something else, or you're having trouble, feel free to reach out to their support team. The WP Tasty support team is awesome, and they will guide you through the process of getting Tasty Recipes installed and transitioning all of your recipes from its current format. So anyhow, now that we've gone over all of that, let's see how this actually works in a blog post. So I've got this draft post right here, maple roasted carrots, and I have the recipe basically written out. I just need to add my recipe card. You see, I've got my featured image over there. I've got my title, intro. I've got the ingredients listed in here and a little description of each, and then a brief description of how to make it and some serving suggestions for what to serve this with. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this paragraph about how to make it so that I can just tweak it just slightly for the recipe card. And let's search for tasty recipe. Okay, so I'm going to paste these instructions in here, and then I'm going to format them just slightly. Make it a little shorter and snappier. This is pretty short to begin with, so I don't think that there will be too much editing, but just a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going to write out the ingredients: 3 medium carrots, and then 2 tablespoons olive oil, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, 1 1/4 teaspoon cardamom, and a pinch of sage, optional. Okay, and I think I'm going to try some bullet points there on the formatting of those ingredients, and then for the instructions, I will try numbers, a numbered list, um, and to number those steps. And then I'm going to select an image, and then I'm just going to hit select image, and that will show up over there. And then let's see, I'm going to set the prep time and cook time. The cook time's about 20 minutes, prep time about 5 minutes, and total time 25 minutes. 2 servings, and category, I'll go with side dish, method, roasting, cuisine, American diet. These are, you could choose a lot of things here. You can set, diabetic, gluten-free, all of this stuff, low calorie, low salt, vegan, vegetarian. I'm going to go with vegan because I didn't use any dairy products or honey or anything like that, and I think that would be vegan friendly. So then I'm going to add some keywords: maple roasted carrots, and let's see, if you want, you can add a video URL. And here's a feature. If you also have the Tasty Links plugin by WP Tasty, then you can choose equipment that you used to make the recipe. So if I wanted to advertise my spatula that I used to flip these, I could put that in there. This is the KitchenAid spatula, and it will populate an image of that spatula that I used at the bottom of the recipe card, and then when people click it, they'll be directed to Amazon to purchase it because I'm an Amazon affiliate, and the Tasty Links plugin helps you set up options so that is a list of products that you can link to quickly and easily, and display images of those products that you promote as an Amazon affiliate. And so anyhow, that's a really cool feature. And then here you've got all these nutrition facts that you can input either through NutriFox or just manually input all of these facts: serving size, calories, sugar, sodium, fat, saturated fat, unsaturated, trans fat, carbs, fiber, protein, cholesterol. So there's a lot of facts there that you can plug in, and that's really good because that lets Google know that, hey, this is a nutritious recipe. And remember, this whole recipe card uses that schema markup language that translates well to Google, so that will make everything in your recipe so much more understandable for search engines. And so I'm going to save those changes, and then the only thing that I didn't do on there was add a description, so I'm going to just copy and paste the description. And you can see that recipe card start to populate in my post. I'm going to click it here, and then I'm going to paste that description in the description box. And then I'm going to update that recipe card, and I could save the draft of my post. And I think I'm pretty happy with that, so I'm going to go ahead and publish it. So now if we go to my blog, we'll see that post published right there, my maple roasted carrots, and if you click on it, then you will see this blog post. You'll see all of these options: jump to recipe, you'll see print recipe, leave a review, and so then you'll see here we've got the recipe card with those settings that I set: my brand color for the title, and then all of that, the brand color for all of these items here, the prep time, cook time, all of that. and then you've got the ingredients right here, and then the option where people can copy the ingredients to their clipboard to paste into a notepad or app or something to help them remember as they shop. And then there is a list of, and then here is the instructions, just like I wrote it out with that numbered list. And then we've got the equipment, and since I have the Tasty links also installed on here, you can see the image of that product on Amazon, and I can click through, and you'll see there it is on Amazon available to purchase. And so if you signed in with your Amazon account and you purchase this item, then I would earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, because I'm an Amazon affiliate, and I've set this up with Tasty Links, which works right hand in hand with this Tasty Recipes plugin. So I will also link to information about Tasty Links in the description. And so yeah, and then we've got the Did You Make This Recipe at the bottom, and it's updated with that new Instagram handle, and I'm really, really happy with that. And so anyhow, and so yeah, hopefully you understand now all of the really powerful features of the Tasty Recipes plugin for food bloggers. Another thing that I wanted to bring up about Tasty Recipes that's a really cool feature is that when you have Tasty Recipes, it makes it easy to, because of that schema markup and everything, it makes it easy to create Pinterest rich pins for your recipes. So let me show you what I mean by that. If you go to my Pinterest, um, and let's go to one of my most recent recipes. So let's click on these pumpkin apple cider muffins. You'll see below the title and the description and everything, and the name of the account, you'll see ingredients. And you can click here on ingredients and to expand that section. And there's a whole list of all the ingredients that you need to make these muffins. If you have rich pins enabled, then it will automatically do this for all of your pins from your blog, and it's just really super handy because this gives people an idea of whether they're interested in the recipe and they want to learn more about it and click through to your blog post, and whether they want to save your recipe on Pinterest. And so it just helps provide more information to viewers on Pinterest, and I think they really like it, and it looks way more professional when you have that information on there. So yeah, you just need a recipe card plugin with schema markup like Tasty Recipes, and then you need Yoast SEO, the premium Yoast SEO plan, to enable that. And it's really, really neat. I think it's definitely worth it because it just adds so much to your pins, and Pinterest is so important for promoting food blogs. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you are inspired by how you can create these recipe cards with WP Tasty's Tasty Recipes, and I hope that you will purchase Tasty Recipes through my affiliate link. I will provide that in the description, and information, links to learn more about it, and I will earn a small commission from your purchase at no extra cost to you. Okay, so if you have not set up your website or blog yet and you still need to do that, or if you are coming up on your renewal period and you're needing to renew your website hosting plan, I wanted to put in a plug for WordPress.com, as well as WordPress.org and some of the hosts that you can use on WordPress.org, like Bluehost and Pressable. So let's start with WordPress.com. My site, Lauren's Veggie Kitchen, is hosted on WordPress.com. I have the business plan, and so I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. If you're interested in WordPress.com, I'll include a link to this page in the description of this video, and you can scroll through and read about all the benefits of WordPress.com as an option for your content management system and website hosting. And if you scroll down here, you'll see this pick a plan and start building section, and you'll see these options here: the business plan, the commerce plan, and the enterprise plan. The business plan, this is what I have, and I wanted to make this clear that this is a common misconception that people have about WordPress.com, is that you cannot install custom themes and plugins to your site on a WordPress.com site. But that is no longer the case. It was in years past, but now you can install plugins, as it says right here, and themes, custom themes, if you want to, on the WordPress.com business plan. So if you have a WordPress.com business plan for your website hosting and content management, um, then then you are free to install plugins like WP Tasty's Tasty Recipes, Tasty Pins, Tasty Links, and Tasty Roundups. All of those you can install on the WordPress.com business plan. Um, so that's pretty cool. And I also wanted to bring up the fact that you can save a lot of money right now if you purchase one of these plans at a yearly plan, 2-year plan, or 3-year plan. So for instance, let's go over here. I will link to this article also. It explains more about the yearly plans and how much you can save on a yearly plan. So if you went with the business plan and you paid the paid for the whole year, which would ordinarily be $300. You can now get that plan for just $186 for the year. So if you think about that, that's literally less than $1 a day. There are 365 days in a year, and 186 is about half of that. That's literally less than $1 a day that you're paying for this fabulous website with fabulous support and the ability to install custom themes and plugins. And so I highly recommend that you go with that option, pay annually and save 38% on your plan, and go with the business plan. If you wanted to upgrade to the commerce plan for a online store functionality, that is normally $45 a month or $540 for the year. And then if you paid annually, you pay it all at once annually, you can save 36% on that. So that is just $345.60 for the year. And that also is less than $1 a day for the year for this powerful site with, the ability to install custom themes and plugins and an amazing support team and the ability to have an online store and sell products in your online store. So that is amazing. Now, when I say online store, I mean like selling your own products. If you're an affiliate marketer, the business plan will work fine. You can still include your affiliate links and stuff like that in your post with the business plan or lower. But if you go, but you are going to need the business plan or higher to install plugins, and then you are going to need the commerce plan if you want to have a WooCommerce integration and sell your own products on your site. But those are really good deals for everything that you're getting, and I just find the WordPress.com support team super helpful and super knowledgeable, and I just really, really recommend WordPress.com. So I'll link to that in the description so that you can learn more about that and take advantage of this opportunity to save. You can save even more on 2-year and 3-year plans. And then if you scroll down on this page that I've linked to, so after this section where it says pick a plan and start building, then if you scroll down to where it says compare plans, you can see even more plans, and you can see that there's a free option. Has a lot fewer features, but if you just want to get started for free, you can do that. And then personal has a few more features, and premium also has a few more features. And then, like I said, business gives you a lot more options, the custom themes and plugins that you can install and all of that, so that you could use WP Tasty plugins and other plugins that you might want to use. And then there is the commerce plan for, the online stores and everything. And you can read about the benefits all on this page. And then this plan is for like large corporations. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out, the enterprise plan. But yeah, so if you're a blogger, I would highly recommend the business plan or the commerce plan. I'll go ahead and link to that. Now, if you wanted to build a WordPress.org site, then That is free to set up, WordPress.org. You see, this is a different thing, WordPress.org, and you can read about it here, and I will link to that in the description also, WordPress.org. And WordPress.org is free to set up a site for your content management, but you are going to need to pay a hosting service, a hosting provider, because it does not include hosting. And so they have, if you click on the hosting tab here, they have some recommendations for hosting, which these top two recommendations are the ones that I'm going to talk to you about today. And as an affiliate of both of these programs, Pressable and Bluehost, I will provide my affiliate links if you want to purchase a Pressable or a Bluehost plan for your WordPress.org site. Pressable is owned by Automatic, the same company as WordPress, and it offers amazing customization options and scalability for your site. So if your site's growing really large and you've got, viral content and all of that, and you need to keep up with it with your site speed and everything, then Pressable is a really great option. And then there's also Bluehost. Um, that's a really reliable web host also, and it's very affordable. And so a lot of people choose to go with Bluehost, and I'm going to link to that in the description also. So I hope that you take advantage of this opportunity to check out some of these website hosting plans, and check out some of these plugins by WP Tasty, learn about how they can benefit you as a blogger. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.